Good morning. Welcome to Boss Moves. I'll be starting in about 2 minutes. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to stop the music and test my sound. So you're going to hear a little weirdness coming up because episode, the last episode, I confused what the light meant on the microphone. We'll stop. Testing, testing, one, two, three. All right, everybody. Welcome to Boss Moves. There is a slight delay between when I speak on the microphone and when it makes it to all of you guys on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Last episode, I confused what the light was supposed to look like on the microphone. So I recorded 45 minutes of silence. Um, that was fun to discover. I didn't delete that video because there were some displays that I thought were interesting that everyone should see. But you don't have to go through that. Um, I might redo that video next Tuesday. That was the business boss moves, but no promises. No promises. Welcome to Boss Moves. Business owners have unique concerns when it comes to retirement and estate planning. Advisors need to address the elephant in the room. How will business owners fund their long term personal financial plans? Furthermore, what should an advisor do to help? If you stay tuned for this live episode, I'll tell you. I'm Graham Woods, a financial consultant specializing in business value and wealth management. Imagine having a clear strategic plan that not only grows your business and income, but also secures your financial future. I help business owners to create, manage, grow, protect, access, and transfer their business value. This live stream is about helping you to make boss moves using my Evergreen Value Management System. Using my Evergreen Value Management System. Boss Moves is about strategic management of your business value and risk to support your personal financial goals. By integrating business value estimates into comprehensive financial planning, I implement total wealth management and help to ensure you, my viewers, and my clients are well prepared for retirement, estate planning, and any exit strategy you choose. Connect with me to learn how we can grow and protect your business value together. On the screen, I have, let me make this bigger for you. Information on the Evergreen Value Management System. And if you look to the bottom right hand side, you'll see the major elements: business valuation, value management, so business value consulting and due diligence, and then plan integration. That is integrating your business into your personal financial plan. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because today is Thursday and it is the personal financial planning episode. So, first, we're going to talk about setting a growth goal for your business. So, we want our businesses to grow, we want it to be more profitable. But what is the goal for this? Why are you in business? I was trying to ask at the last episode a common question that financial advisors, financial planners ask clients is why? What is the money for? What is the money for? And what is your goal for that money? Uh, First, we need to take a look at your personal financial goals. So you'll want to go and do some financial planning and work with someone like me, a financial planner, who can help you uh, evaluate your current situation and develop some personal financial goals for yourself, uh, for current lifestyle goals. I'm going to buy a house and buy a car, future goals, sending a kid to school, college, um, paying for a wedding, or getting married yourself, starting a new business, growing that business, retirement, estate planning, setting some goals. Uh, to do that, we need to work on your budget for that time. So, for the purposes for this discussion, we're going to talk about the retirement budget, um, and the retirement as the goal. But this topic covers any type of long term or medium term goal that you want to work with. So we're looking at retirement budget, meaning what happens, how is your spending in retirement? When you retire, when people retire, their expenses change because their lifestyle changes. Healthcare costs go up, vacation and travel costs go up, while work expenses change. If you are older and your children left the house, your household costs might have gone down. So as an idea, what we want to do is find out to get an idea of how much you're going to spend year over year while in retirement. How many years are you expected to live in retirement? So that requires some life underwriting. Uh, I like to take a look at. I use the Social Security life expectancy tables myself, and then I also use some of the questions I might ask you about history, family history, with longevity questions on family history to come up with an idea of how long you'll live in retirement. So we take those expenses in retirement and we run them out for that period of time. Let's say you're going to live 25, 30 years in retirement, 25, 30 years of annual expenses. I discount those expenses down to the day you retire. So discounting means that in finance, we look at future value and present value of a dollar, um, where a dollar today is worth more than a dollar 10 years from now. And to identify today's value of the dollar that you're going to have 10 years from now, we discount it to today. So I'm going to discount all those different annual cash flows down to the day you retire. And that's the lump sum of money that you're going to need, that you might need for retirement. Um, and we account for some flexibility, dealing with inflation and other factors, to make sure that it is not an entirely accurate measurement. And the longer that we go out and make estimates, the less accurate it becomes. So, but we try to get something so that you have something to base your goals on. So the money that you'll need in retirement. Today, we're going to talk about the business goal. What is your goal with your business? And using the business to your retirement, fund your retirement, and fund your estate plan. One of the retirement expenses is at the end of life is funding whatever is in your estate plan. So that last year, that 25th year, or if you don't make it to that 25th year, whatever year that you make it to, um, then we go and roll it into the estate plan. So how do we determine what your business goal is going to need? I use something I call the Freedom Score. Let me show you this page where I have the Freedom Score, and I lost it. I'm going to put you real quick into my LinkedIn profile, but I don't want you to look at my LinkedIn profile. I want you to look at my Freedom Score page. And if you look in the top left-hand corner of this live stream screen, you'll see a QR code. The QR code says "Get Your Score." And I'm going to change that to "Get Your Number." That is a link to this web page that you're seeing. And I'm going to expand this web page to full screen. Okay. And this is where you want to go to get your freedom point. And the freedom point is, how much do you need to grow your business in order to fill your funding gap? So you're going to have all these assets that you have available for retirement, your retirement plan. If you have worked for other companies and have pension, if you were a government worker, so you have a pension plan, and expected payout income from that, and you'll have all these other different sources, these different assets, Social Security, that will help fund your retirement. We want to compare that amount, those assets that you have, to the amount that you need based on your expected expenses, your spending habits in retirement. And that difference is the gap. We also want to include, because we are planning for a business owner, the business in that, and determine if the business fills that gap for you, or what you need to achieve in that business to fill that gap. And that what you need to achieve, that is the goal for your growth goal for your business. I would call it a minimum um, goal, but it's a growth goal. So let's go in here, and I'm going to give myself a score and say, please use my answers to calculate my freedom score, and contact me when my report is ready. Okay, and then it's going to go to this page, and we're going to look at, let's say, you have a high lifestyle. I put in the numbers that I used before. Non-investment annual income, you're looking for $200,000 a year. That's what you're going to be spending. And then you got your current housing. You're not planning on selling your house, so you still have those expenses, and your car. And then you have healthcare expenses, and you want to take longer, larger vacations, and you still like shopping for stuff and collecting stuff on Amazon. So you're going to spend $200,000. Then you got $30,000 of non-investment income. If you look at the question marks, I'll tell you that non-investment includes payments from private or government pension plans. It excludes income from investments such as bonds, stocks, or cash. So you're not talking about investments, but non-investment income. And then what is required from your investments will be $170,000 based on these two numbers. All right. And we're counting your business as an investment. Next page, you look at your withdrawal rate. That's hard to say. Withdrawal rate. Anyway, the rate that you withdraw from your savings, and they give you various options. And there's sayings. People are like, you could do a 4% withdrawal rate, 3% withdrawal rate. That will help. I don't like rules of thumbs. I like looking at each individual's situation. Each of you have a different situation, and then coming up with an appropriate withdrawal rate that will fit, because it also depends on the returns in your investment accounts. If you have a 4% withdrawal rate, but your investment returns aren't as well, you're super conservative, so you're only getting 3% or 2%, your money is not gonna work well for you to do 4% withdrawal rate. Or we're gonna have to come up with some other solutions to help you fill your funding gap. So based on a withdrawal rate of 4%, you'll need investable assets of at least $4.25 million. If you lower your withdrawal rate, this value represents your investable assets required to sustain your desired annual income. All right. Wealth outside of your business. How much wealth you've created outside of your business with any debt you have on those investments deducted. Sources of wealth include any investments that can be sold easily, such as stocks, bonds, commercial real estate. So let's say you have some investment real estate and you have an investment account, your retirement accounts. Um, and we'll put let's make it $1,500,000. They have $1 million property and $500,000 in your retirement plan. Okay. It might be bigger. I mean, if you have cash value life insurance that you bought a while back, this could definitely be a bigger number. It could be 3, 4, 5. Depends on your personal situation and what you've done through the years. If you have more investment real estate, or if your real estate is in a place like New York, and New York, $1 million is teeny tiny. That's probably a property that needs to be in New York City, probably property that needs to be rehabilitated. Whereas if you're in the suburbs, or if you're in a rural area, $1 million property uh, might be quite a nice piece of property. Move in ready. And then outstanding personal debt. So I put $150,000 here for outstanding personal debt, and it could be anything like student loans, credit card debt, um, lines of credit that you can have. That's personal debt. So your gap to reach the freedom point is $7,150,000. And we look at your business. So let's keep it simple. You own 100% of the business. Um, if you sell the business to fund your retirement, do you want to help your employees? Let's say you want to use 10% of your proceeds from the sale to give your employees a retention bonus. That retention bonus helps improve the value of your business, so that buyers that are coming in, they know, yeah, okay, these employees aren't going to run for the hills as soon as the current owner leaves. They're going to stick around because they expect this retention bonus money. So that the new buyer will have some time to sort things out, come up with a new succession plan before the employees get their bonus and run for the hills, or stick around. They may just stick around. They may find that they still like working there. Taxes. Um, Tax depends on where you are, where you're located. So I'm just going to leave that at the 20%. Um, Cash on hand. So how much cash is in your business? Now, cash is handled differently depending on the size of the business. Um, so working capital and cash can be handled differently in a sale. So this is just a simplistic analysis of what you're going to need. Let's say you got $50,000 cash on hand, and then let's say you have about $150,000 in company loans. You're conservative. I don't take a lot of financing for my business, and a lot of people try to avoid leverage. We're not like the private equity guys. Uh, we don't have a lot of options if something goes wrong to go out and refinance easily uh, using capital markets. So we tend to be very conservative on what types of business loans we have, but it also depends on the type of business. So if you're one of those guys that are flipping real estate and you got multiple properties out there, this number is going to be much bigger. If it's an asset heavy business, this number will be bigger. Planning for unexpected events. How would your business perform if you were out of action for 3 months and unable to work? So let's say hardly suffer at all and survive. So you have a strong team, a manager that can take over for you to help out. Are you married or in a long-term relationship? Yes. Do you have a partner who works in the business with you, i.e., an operating partner? No, you own 100%. All right. And so, what we get out of that information I put in there, and this is not the information that you're going to get because we're going to look at your business specifically, is your freedom point, your gap to reach your freedom point, and the current wealth outside your business. So, you have $1.3 million, but you need $8.5 million to fund the lifestyle that you're expecting when you retire. The gap to reach the freedom point is $7.1 million. So this gives a very simplistic view of what's happening. They don't include a lot of information like growth on your business, growth factor for your business, and inflation. They leave all of that out. This is just to get an idea of what you need to do between now and then, and hopefully then is further out than today. So this is something that you want to consider 5-10 years ahead of time. That will give you time to work on your business to help fill that gap. And because you're working with a financial planner, I'm going to tell you that you don't have to necessarily fill this gap with the value of your business. So there's other things that we can do within your financial plan. There's other strategies that will help you fill this gap. So this is just the gap to reach the freedom point, but it's not, you don't have to do this with your business. Okay. So this is, you get a score of 16. This person has some planning that they need to do. So you click get report, and then I will get an email that you completed this. If you want to talk to me, and should get report details. And I don't know if that's showing on the screen that what I just did. Oh yeah. How about that? It is showing on the screen. So it'll go through some details and some explanation. But that's not the purpose for this live stream. So we'll either go over the report one-on-one, or we'll talk about this at another time. All right. So now you have your freedom score. We have a retirement budget and a freedom score. We have an idea of what our business goal needs to be. We're getting closer anyway. And the next step is, what we want to do is talk about getting your value builder score and business valuation. So I'm going to put the QR code, get your score back. And this value builder score is based on 8 common drivers of value in your business, and we'll evaluate your business against other businesses in your industry, how the average typical business is doing, and what range of results have come about. The value builder system has evaluated over 50,000 different businesses. So we'll get an idea of how your business is performing against your peers, and you'll get scored on that. And those are some of the other than the driver that talks about financial concerns. This is largely a qualitative assessment of your business. And then we'll get the valuation. business valuation. So through the Value Builder score, that QR code in the top right corner, you'll get a benchmark valuation, and it's really for planning purposes. So the accuracy of this value, if you were to take this and take your business to market, um, you might find that valuation is not the most accurate of what the value of your business is or what you can get, but it's good for planning purposes so that you can use it to say, hey, this is the benchmark. These are the things I'm going to do. These are the things I'm going to work on among those 8 different drivers of value. And then I can show you how each of those different things that you do impact the value. So I can give you I can quantify the improvements in your business, how much your business is actually going to grow because because of these activities that you're doing. And we'll get you that information. Then you'll have an idea of, okay, this is what I can do to get my business to grow. These are the number of years I have until my retirement. Now you have the ability to say, okay, so this is my goal for my business. This is what I need to do in order to fund my retirement, or again, whatever plan that you're thinking of. On evaluations, I'm thrilled to announce a new service that'll help take your business to the next level. Through our partnership with certified appraisers, we are now offering comprehensive business valuation services. And why is that important for Value Builder engagement clients of mine? You get accurate business insights. Regular valuations provide a clear picture of your business's current worth, helping you make informed decisions. So we'll get more accurate valuations or value range, how much your business is worth to you to continue operating, how much your business might be worth on the market. Final price that you get on the market, you don't know until your buyer and seller get together. But you'll get a good value range. Strategic planning, understand your business's strengths and areas for improvement. So the valuation helps enhance the Value Builder score and analysis. So it allows you to plan strategically for growth. Investment readiness. So it helps improve access to capital. So you be prepared for potential investors or buyers with up-to-date valuations that reflect your business's true value. So again, we do we do we support retirement and estate planning, improve access to capital, and improve owner quality of life. And I'm talking about the access to capital. And so doing the business valuation and doing due diligence, internal due diligence on your side will help manage the risk in your business and the riskiness of your business from the eyes of the investor or buyer. It'll also give you a stronger negotiating position the more you know about your business. Financial health monitor, keep track of your business's financial health over time, ensuring you stay on the right path, and enhance credibility. All right. So this will add credibility and trust to your ask when you're selling the business or when you're raising capital or when you're transferring your business. If you plan on passing it to your heirs, uh, you're confident that you're passing on something of value rather than something that might weigh them down in the long run. So now we have an information. You got a business goal, and we're still not at the answer of how do we apply this to your personal financial plans. How do we translate this to something that's useful? Um, so the next step is what do I need as a financial advisor to help you include your business in your financial plans, include your business in your portfolio. Um, First, some type of risk measure. So standard deviation is one of the ways that in the finance industry we measure risk. And we can use standard deviation of returns or standard deviation, um, the variability. It measures the variability of revenue and net earnings in your business. And I can use comparable transactions to come up with what that works like in your industry, to kind of benchmark standard deviation. And then there's internal risk measures. So the value builder score on the qualitative measure uh, will help give me some internal analysis of risk in your business. And then there's external, so industry and macroeconomic inputs into managing and measuring risk. So some of this takes a little judgment from on my part to determine how risky your business is. And this the risk is, yes, necessary to include in an investment portfolio, because we measure how your business performs within the portfolio, and against other portfolios or other indexes. We need a price, which is the value you get. So when you look at the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones, um, if you look at each of the individual securities that are represented in those indexes, they get daily price quotes, actually, to the moment. You can go in and say every second, every few seconds, you'll get a new price update, and additional information like price earnings ratio and book value and capitalization. And that happens on the publicly traded, in the markets, very quickly. Well, that's what we need for your business that you own. We need uh, we can't get daily, but maybe annual pricing. So annual valuation will help us measure the price for your business, and then a growth factor. And we use historical growth uh, to begin with, and then using the value builder, your roadmap that we put together for your business to grow your business. We can estimate growth. We can come up with a prediction of how much this business is going to grow, and use that growth factor, and use some kind of combination between historical growth and forward growth, and what's typical in the industry. Uh, then we can integrate that into your plan. So before we started talking about this earlier today, I was going to go and open up my financial planning software and show you how I add the business into the plan. And but I wanted to I chose to go at this route so you get a better understanding of how your business applies and how it can be used for funding your retirement. So what most advisors do is they'll add the asset value, your valuation, to your balance sheet in your financial plan. Done. That's it. So that when you retire, you have this asset value, and that's it. Hopefully, your business is still in existence when you get there, and nothing's come up. Uh, and that's it. There's some problems with that. Beyond the idea that your business might not fare well over the next few years unless there's some management of the business value. There's no growth factor, so they put in this business and there's no growth factor, and they don't account for even uh, uh, shrinkage due to inflation. There's no assessment for the probability of you achieving your business goal. We use risk to help you to help assess the probability of achieving the goal. So, that standard deviation number is really important. And if you have a low probability of achieving that goal, if you're not doing anything to keep this business going, and the business is really more of a bank account for you, so you're spending every time you make money, you just spend it. You're not reinvesting it into the business. You're not bothering to, if it's an investment property, uh, you're not managing maintenance and taking care of maintenance. You have no succession plan. The probability of your business, of you achieving your business goals, or that funding gap that you need for your business through your business, will be really low, and that needs to be accounted for. And then your business being your largest asset, your largest investment, is a concentrated position. So you have a concentrated position and a risky asset in your total investment portfolio. And financial planners, advisors, they all know that they need to, if they see a concentrated position, to help you diversify and manage that risk. So when they see your business, rather than, hey, let's throw the asset value in the balance sheet, they need to help you manage that risk. You might not necessarily be able to diversify and reduce that concentrated position quickly, but there's other things that you can do to manage that, and that's for your business as well as for investment real estate. Investment real estate is handled a little bit differently, especially in terms of measuring risk, um, and probability, the probability of achieving your goals. Uh, Short term income is not as variable, but on in the long term, it could be, especially if you're dealing with uh, variable interest rates on your debt, or if you're dealing with tenants that are short term leases. Okay. So we were going to integrate the business into your plan. I like getting these things that I need: risk measures, price, and growth factor, and apply that to your investment portfolio. So that way, we're becoming uh, investment advisors in helping you manage your total portfolio. Your total portfolio includes your investments, your business, which is also an investment, but we want to count it because it's a different kind of investment. It's an alternative investment, and it's a direct investment into your private business. Your insurance and your personal financial plan. So these are protective measures to protect the plan. Um, so life insurance, if your business is a partnership, life insurance and a buy sell agreement, those are protective measures, to help manage the risk in your business. And then the investment is managing the growth of the business. And we can use that to see, um, what financial planners do is they put these the returns in the business, in the investment, and the risks, the measures, and they run it through something I call Monte Carlo simulation, which is a statistical simulation, uh, to measure probability of returns and probability of growth. And try to use it to predict what are the chances that you'll achieve your financial goal for retirement. And they like to see it when you're hitting 95% chance of achieving that. uh, if you're not including your business and those other measures into that simulation, then you're going to have you're kind of leaving out a huge chunk, especially if it's a business that's a concentrated position and it's your largest asset. It might be 50% of your plan. So how could they leave that out and leave those other items out? So this is some of what we do to integrate your business into the financial plan. Um, I'm not going to go into too much detail on how I do some of the things. It's proprietary information, but I think what the first thing you should do is get an idea of how much your business is worth. Um, so get that business valuation, get the score and a benchmark valuation, and schedule an appointment, and we can sit down and talk about it. And then we can talk about value management, what we can do to help grow your business. And we can also, let me put this back up. The Get Your Score QR code is about to change to Get Your Number. Now it says Get Your Number. Scan that QR code, get your number, your gap, and what we can do to help achieve that gap. And if the business can't do it, or if there's not enough time, maybe we'll work on some other things, or maybe we need to sit down and consider what's going on in your budget, your retirement budget and retirement plan. Okay. Maybe your investments could help fill that gap, or maybe some other strategies. Maybe we need to take a look at some other strategies to help you get there. You want to make a boss move? Plan your business the way private equity, venture capitalists plan their investments. Have an exit strategy. Have financial goals for your business investment, and then work that plan. That's a boss move. Thank you for joining me. I hope to hear from you or see you next Tuesday on the Business Boss Moves. And I'm going to play some music to exit so I don't cut myself off. Before I was playing hip hop, so you guys like this. All right. Thank you for joining me on Boss Moves. I appreciate your support. And I'll talk to you guys again next week.